What would happen if the Earth suddenly stopped rotating? It's implausible, we agree, but if it were to happen, winds of up to 1,700 kilometers per h would be triggered. High tsunamis, probably kilometers high, cosmic rays hitting us from space, nights lasting 6 months, and during the day, temperatures soaring over 80 degrees C. Now this isn't a sensationalist video, and you'll realize that by watching it all. Welcome to your daily dose of enlightenment. You've landed on Knowledge Planet where curiosity thrives and the enigmatic is revealed daily. We delve into a variety of topics to amaze you. Let's back to our topic. Our planet actually has no reason to abruptly stop. Yes, someone might suggest a massive impact with another celestial body could cause a reduction in rotation speed, but in my humble opinion as a geologist, these are extremely remote hypotheses, truly improbable, so we can rule them out. Then, why am I making this video, you might wonder? Because understanding theoretically possible scenarios helps us grasp aspects of our planet we often take for granted. And what I'm about to tell you might spark curiosity and lead us towards more informed readings and controlled explorations. As we know, the Earth rotates on its axis at a speed depending on latitude. The maximum speed is at the equator, 1,670 kilometers per h. At the poles, it's 0 since they don't rotate. In Italy, for example, speeds range from 1,140 kilometers per h in the northernmost areas to 1,350 kilometers per h in the southernmost ones. Technically, Italians travel faster than a commercial airliner. Right now, they're traveling through space at nearly the speed of sound. They don't even feel it. But if it were to suddenly stop, if everything ceased to rotate abruptly, what would happen? Well, think about it. When in a car and you slam on the brakes, what happens? You're literally propelled forward. The faster you were going, the more violently. Now imagine the entire planet slamming on the brakes with us aboard. Everything would be projected from west to east, the direction in which the Earth rotates. In fact, from above, the Earth rotates counterclockwise. Everything would be propelled with the speed. And when I say everything, I mean everything above the Earth's crust. Anything you can think of, people, trucks, buildings, trees, entire cities, would all simultaneously shoot eastward at a speed even 3 or 4 times faster than the most intense ever recorded on the planet. In this truly catastrophic scenario, one can exaggerate with catastrophism. The collisions would be violent enough to destroy or damage virtually everything. Debris would fly everywhere, and for any form of life, there would be very little hope of survival. After the fury of the air, the fury of the water would come. The inertia of the oceans would cause tsunamis high enough to practically disintegrate everything in their path. If we had sufficient warning, we could only save ourselves by going to the poles where, attention, since there's no rotation, nothing of all this would happen. But even if we took refuge at the poles, it would only be a temporary solution. The poles would be submerged by 2 enormous oceans. Think about it. The oceanic waters, as we know them today, distribute themselves on the Earth's surface according to the centrifugal force produced by the Earth's rotation. Without rotation, there would be no centrifugal force, so the water would begin to move towards the areas of the planet where gravity is greater, namely the North and South poles. As we know, the Earth is not perfectly spherical but slightly flattened at the poles compared to the equator. The poles are about 21 kilometers closer to the center of the Earth. It's a small difference, but enough for a little extra gravity. So slowly, the waters would begin to fall towards the poles, creating 2 mega oceans. How would these oceans be? Well, let's try to reconstruct them. They would extend to about 40 degrees latitude and would not be in contact with each other. All the land masses would form a supercontinent around the equator, with a sort of continental shelf. For example, in Italy, only Sicily and Calabria would survive. The rest of Europe, apart from southern Spain and southern Greece, would end up underwater. Farewell to Canada, Russia, Antarctica, and much of Argentina and New Zealand. The highest point on Earth would no longer be Everest but Chimborazo in Ecuador, which would be approximately 13,600 meters high. Guys, I told you this was a video with intriguing insights far from obvious, but let's continue. If somehow we manage to survive the initial apocalypse, we might fare okay in this equatorial strip of landmasses, perhaps on the shores of the new oceans. No, the answer is no, because without Earth's rotation, the global climate would change drastically. There would be a new climate. If the Earth didn't rotate, a day wouldn't last 24 hours but a year. The duration of an Earth's orbit, a revolution around the sun. The day would last 6 months, and the night, another 6 months. The part of the Earth always exposed to the sun wouldn't be able to disperse the heat, resulting in temperatures probably exceeding 80-90 degrees C, making it uninhabitable. things wouldn't be better in the dark part. On the contrary, the long, extremely long 6-month night would lead to much colder temperatures than those in Antarctica. So, the choice would be between boiling or freezing. The only areas with some hope in terms of habitability would be the two bands bordering the illuminated and dark parts along the so-called terminator, the line that separates day from night. But be aware, since the Earth rotates around the Sun, this line would move about 110 kilometers every day. So, we survivors would have to constantly chase it, covering about 110 kilometers every day. It's absurd. Agriculture would be obviously impossible also because the Earth's climate would change completely. If we really wanted to survive, we'd all become nomads, but probably even this wouldn't be enough. The most lethal consequence of a stationary Earth comes from the center of the planet, where the engine of the magnetic field is located, the Earth's core. The Earth's core is extremely hot, ranging from 34,000 degrees Celsius in the outer core to 6,000 degrees Celsius in the inner core, hotter than the surface of the Sun. It's so hot that the atoms down there become charged particles, protons and electrons which rotate along with the Earth. Physics teaches us that when electric charges move, they generate a magnetic field. That's why the Earth has a beautiful magnetosphere. The magnetosphere is nothing but a magnetic shield intense enough to literally protect us from cosmic rays, high-energy particles that come from space and hit the Earth. This shield deflects these particles towards the Earth's poles, generating phenomena like the aurora borealis. If the Earth didn't rotate anymore, there wouldn't even be a magnetic field. So, cosmic rays would hit the Earth's surface undisturbed, which would be a disaster for all forms of life. These particles have enough energy to damage DNA molecules, essentially leading to the death of every living being. In short, if the Earth were to suddenly stop rotating, it would probably be the end not only for us but also for every other form of life. The only way to possibly survive would be to perhaps build, and here we truly delve into science fiction. Enormous underground bases powered by nuclear and today geothermal energy, the only available underground energy, where food would necessarily have to be produced in hydroponic greenhouses. But today, fortunately, this is just science fiction. Perhaps in the future we could make a movie about this, shoot a film about what would happen if the Earth stopped. Well guys, I hope this video has sparked some thoughts and maybe you'll delve into something related to our planet. Know that we still know little about our planet. With that said guys, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. We'll see you in the next video right here on Knowledge Planet, the power of knowledge. Don't forget to watch the previous episodes and stay tuned for the upcoming ones. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now. And one more thing, that little bell icon, it's your ticket to never missing a beat. Click it and you'll be the first to know when fresh content hits the airwaves. Consider us more than just a channel, we're a growing community, a family of knowledge seekers. We're on a mission inviting you to join our growing family. We need you. Subscribe, become part of our community, share your thoughts, interact with us. A like or even dislike all count. Stay tuned, stay curious, and together we'll continue to explore the vast expanse of Knowledge Planet. Goodbye.